Hello everyone, this is Phenix Animator.
Hi, I'm Froggy Lumpy. Welcome back to Sky Factory 3, Episode 7. You have googly eyes.
I have googly eyes.
I can't take you seriously like that. You're too funny looking. I know, right? So, you've been doing some work. I've been doing some work. I think we should explain ourselves.
We should, starting with this guy. By default, the rain shield will go 5 chunks in all directions. North, south, east, west.
5 chunks?
5 chunks.
Okay.
So if I F9, this is a chunk, and then it would go 1, which comes over to here. So now I'm in another chunk. And then 2. So both of these would be, and then it still goes 3 more chunks that way.
Okay, so it covers quite an area. So that should answer the question that Feldray asked about how far will it go.
Yes.
5 chunks in north, south, east, and west. So what else is new?
Oh my goodness, so much is new. I got rid of the piece of mineral wood that we had sitting there forever. I also moved the magma cube that was making the fire water. Which does 8 times power, by the way.
Oh.
Over a torch.
Oh, that's good. That makes things quite.
And then I also let me just grab some rotten flesh real quick, and I'll come right back there. I fell in your. I fell in my
puddle. I need a lily pad.
I also set up this.
So what is this making leather?
So you throw in a stack of leather. Or, a stack of rotten flesh. It goes into this drying basin. It sits there and spins like a dryer.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then it becomes leather, and then I put it, and then it goes into here.
Wow.
And then I have it
there automatically. Oh yeah, because you've got an item conduit.
Yeah, I have an item conduit. I put an item filter in it because it would automatically I guess it's literally only one slot that swaps out the item, because if you put a hopper underneath it, it pulls out the leather before it gets a chance to turn. So I put an item conduit with a filter on it that only pulls leather, and then there you go.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's one of the other changes. I also moved your water that was sitting here.
Now we've got water going, yes.
And I moved it over to here.
And, okay, so now we have our infinite water, and we've got our stone barrel to make obsidian. Fabulous.
Yep. And let me go to sleep real quick. Alright, and now moving over here, I put all of our generators at the end here, so you could walk in and see them all, except for the culinary, which I still want to use. That's why it's kind of off by itself.
Okay.
And I've also taken our cobblestone generator to push into the crucibles to make lava that goes into the magmatic generators.
Oh,
with the fluid tank pulling the lava automatically out and putting it into the magmatic generator. No bucket needed. Woo!
Wow, that's access denied. Yeah, okay.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
And then I have item conduit. I mean, not item conduit. Energy conduit, which you can see if you stand here. Underneath our magmatic generators. They run not only to the capacitor banks. There's 2 of them. Right, there's one right here and one underneath the alloy smelter.
Oh, okay.
But they also runs all the way over to this sag mill, which is constantly processing gravel.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, so fabulous. Now we've got our auto processing beginning, which is really good because we definitely need that. So now this will do you're doing the iron stiffened mesh.
Yes.
And we're sieving gravel right now. Yes. And my gosh, look, we've got 3 stacks of coal already.
I know, right? Okay, you could swap out this mesh for whichever mesh. Make sure that if you use one of your existing meshes, one of your existing sieves, that you take the mesh out. Shift right click it, take the mesh out before you break it. Otherwise, you could possibly lose your mesh.
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
So now then we can now add a machine that will process these things.
Correct.
And,
sag mill will double.
Cube them up.
Yeah, you got to cube them up first, and then a sag mill will double them, and an alloy smelter would smelt them.
Fabulous.
We could do that way, or we could throw them into a smeltery and have them do that way. Either way, they have to be auto packaged first.
Right, yes, definitely. And is there an auto packager in here?
There is. Auto packager is in here.
Okay. You look so funny. I'm
Blah,
sorry.
blah, blah, blah. We
You
also have
What else do we have?
storage. Ha-ha.
This little gadget here is absolutely wonderful. You've got a disk drive, and you have one drive in here, and
Yes.
that is a 4K storage drive. So
Yes.
we got the beginnings.
And it is 70% full already.
You have to have a controller, and then of course you've got the crafting grid. You have to have now the solder. You have to have that.
You don't have to. It simplifies the process. If you look up processor,
Processor.
and you look at, you see the little like printed, the little chips.
Yes.
If you click on the, if you
Like
click
a
on one of those
program
chips, the printed basic processor,
Well, that's just smelting. That's not the soldering.
you can smelt it, or if you put it in a solderer, it will solder it, and then you can use it in the solderer to combine them.
I see.
It's used to combine in the solderer. You have to combine them in the solderer.
Oh, I see.
So I figure I might as well,
for your basic
instead of smelting it, I might as well just
right for your
solder.
printed basic processor.
Solder.
You can do either or, but for your basic processor, you need to do that in the solderer with a printed basic processor, redstone, and a printed silicon, which a printed silicon you get from smelting, or again using the solderer.
Correct. One of the things I was thinking, I was going to pull all of these down, all of these drawers.
Right.
Then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Other than converting the ingots one into compacting drawers so that the ingots, nuggets, and blocks are all in the same block, why not just connect it to the system and we can leave them there?
That sounds good.
And they can store the external storage so that I'm not filling up the 4K drive, which is almost full now.
Yes, until we get more drives, we should keep that up.
Yep.
Yes, definitely. Anything else?
I added more glass around the thing. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I want to get to cooking for blockheads.
Yay!
Yay! Do what? Oh, good grief. Yeah. All right. We need to make a pretty much a kitchen. So let's do that. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's do at COO. Okay, that is all you need to do. Now, what do we need? We need a cooking table. How do you get a cooking table? Well, you need black hardened clay. This is why I needed that ink sacks.
Lots of ink.
So the hardened clay, how do you get that? You get that from just smelting clay. So I smelted clay, and of course, how do you get the clay? That's from using dust and water in a stone barrel. You can get clay, and so you also need a Cooking for Blockheads 2 book. Now, how do you get that? Well, you have to have a Cooking for Blockheads 1 recipe book. How do you get that? That you either Cooking for Blockheads smelting it, or take a regular book, which is what I did, is get a regular book. So let's go ahead and do another one of those, because I would actually like to have a recipe book. So you just pop the book in there and it will smelt up. So we'll go ahead and leave that there because that's actually the book that I want to keep.
Okay.
So I've smelted one up here for the recipe. So let's go ahead and make this Cooking for Blockheads 2. It's kind of expensive. You need 2 diamonds. Crafting tables are easy to make, and then you need the Cooking for Blockheads 1 recipe book. So, and why does that go in there? I don't know. That's just weird. So, Cooking for Blockheads 2, got it. Check. Alright, cooking table. You also need just about, it looks like I sat here and let this go through. It looks like just about any wood will work on this. So let's go ahead and just use regular oak wood. So now we've got our cooking table. 1 down, 5 to go. Oven. How do you get an oven? Stained black glass. Again with the black ink. So I've got just regular glass that I'm using. And I'm just using an ink sac. So now I have my 8 glass. So now I can do the oven with having a furnace, which obviously is just 8 cobblestone all the way around to get your furnace. And I just went all the way out instead of going back one. And you also need 5 iron ingots. So there we go. Now we have the oven. Now this is a multi-block kitchen, and every one of these will say that, a multi-block kitchen. Pretty much you want to attach all of these together. So you can dye your refrigerator. I am not going to. Iron door, 6 iron ingots will get you 3 iron doors, which is really nice. So we have a problem.
I don't have my googly eyes anymore. This is a real problem. But you have the googly eyes.
But I do. Yeah, let's explain what happened. We recorded, and something happened to the recording. I don't know how, but the recording stopped and then started again and then stopped, and so we lost part of this recording.
We did.
And in the real world, I actually made all of the Cooking for Blockheads things and set it all up. So I guess for the rest of this episode, I'm just going to show you what I created.
Unfortunately.
And we'll maybe go into more detail about things later on.
Okay. What'd you do?
Definitely, I apologize. I don't know what happened. But here's the kitchen that...
Ooh, look at our kitchen.
So, you know what? We need... To make this even, you need to take that block down so we can put another stone brick block in. You have... Oh, thank you. You already did it. Thank you very much. Perfect. Okay. So, what I did was make kitchen counters. Kitchen counters are basically storage. Okay, so when you can go into them, and they're pretty much a chest.
Oh, look at that! I can see the food in there.
To make them, I do want to go over the recipes real quick. Let's see, cooking. There we go.
I'm on the toaster.
Blockheads. The cooking table was the black hardened clay, the Cooking for Blockheads book 2, and then just wood. That's your cooking table. There we go. The cooking table, which the cooking table will show you all your recipes.
There's a lot in here.
You can make based on everything that you have in your drawers. Well, excuse me, not drawers. In your kitchen counters, as well as in your refrigerator. Now, a refrigerator takes just the iron door, which is where the video stopped. Was me making the iron door.
Yep.
And the chest. The oven was the black stained glass, the iron ingots, and a furnace. And the sink is just wood, a bucket of water, and iron ingots. I also made a toaster, and a toaster is lava bucket, trapdoor, iron, trapdoor that is, a button, and then the rest is the 4 iron ingots. Now, how this works is because everything is touching each other. I had put these tool racks up higher and it didn't work. They have to be on the next block over, which these act as a full block, so it is recognizing it as the next block over within
it's the block above it, essentially.
Within the grouping, just like the fridge. The fridge is actually only the 1 block down here. I made 2 fridges, so it's a 2-block high blocking multi-block structure now, because I've got the 2 refrigerators, the spice rack. The cow in the jar was over there. When you pick the cow in jar up, it will actually empty out. So when you pick a cow in jar up, you want to make sure you're not wanting any milk in the immediate future.
Your googly eyes.
Now it's full again. It's because we actually left the game and figured out what we had, and then came back to do this last part here. Because I did want to show my kitchen. The sink, you can actually get water out of that using a bucket. There you go. You just did it. Or you can, within here, you can make in the cooking table. So if you want to make water or milk, you just come in here and left click on it, and then left click again, and you get your water or your milk, either one. And it being in the refrigerator, you can pull recipes that ask for milk, or like for instance heavy cream. Heavy cream takes milk and a mixing bowl. If I had a mixing bowl, it would work. Because I don't have a mixing bowl, it will actually tell you missing tools to craft. So if I had the mixing bowl up here on my rack, I would be able to make that. But I don't, because I haven't even made one yet. So, you left.
I did. I went to go kill some guys because they were there.
We got a lot of mobs.
Nah, it was just 2.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Well, I think that'll do it. I just wanted to show my kitchen. It's all set up and finished. Well, I do need to make the rest of the tools. There are several tools. And of course, I'll need to make another tool rack to put them on. So then that way I'll be able to craft all of the recipes. I made a second Cooking for Blockheads 1 book. I do need to make a Cooking for Blockheads 2 book. And that'll give me all the recipes. And as long as I have the ingredients either in my inventory or in one of these contraptions, I will be able to make anything in Cooking for Blockheads.
Cool.
So thank you
Makes
very
it super
much.
easy.
I'm sorry this video is really wonky because of whatever happened and us losing me actually making all of this stuff. That part of it, the rest of it, or the end part of it, got lost. So
Yep.
we figured we'd just do the kind of showing and sort of explaining.
Yep.
So we apologize. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
Hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below.
Bye.
See you all later.
We have to wait.
Bye. Bye, googly eyes.
Oh!
See you later, googly eyes.
Thanks. Yeah, you can't take me seriously, can
Nope.
you? I've got floating eyes.
They're so cool.
They're rolling all over the place.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, 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 wow.